Well, after 2 decades, Triad Stage, a nonprofit regional theater in downtown Greensboro, is closing.
Now, the board of directors told Fox 8 they could not solve their financial issues. Fox 8's Sarah Winkleman joins us live outside Triad Stage on South Elm Street. Sarah, this was a really difficult decision.
It sure was, Katie. There is a lot of history and a lot of memories here in this building, and that also means that they have a lot to celebrate. The past 20 years, there's been more than 140 productions going on inside of these walls, but all of that is coming to a close. Now, they also do rent out this space, and that's why this weekend there is one final event happening. AML Wrestling is renting out this space this weekend. That event will go on as planned, but after that, it's a wrap here at the Triad Stage.
I was really surprised.
Sheena White owns Fiber Space directly across Elm Street from the Triad Stage.
I know when I first got here, they weren't really up and active just because of the pandemic. And then I'm a little sad to see them kind of not be able to get the traction that they desired to get back going.
The board of trustees at the Triad Stage tried to get creative. In the end, the only option was to gracefully take their final bow.
It is the case in the theater world generally that the economics have always been challenging. That has become even more so in the post-pandemic world.
Deborah Hayes, the co-chair for the Triad Stage, says there were a number of factors which created challenges, including inflation costs, difficulty finding workers, and the shift in the way the audience views entertainment.
When Triad Stage was founded 25 years ago, it was the case that there was no live professional theater in Greensboro.
Now there are other options in town, including the Tanger Center down the street.
We had not managed to find the spot at which Triad Stage could coexist with the Tanger Center.
However, in April, the Triad Stage executive director sent an email to Fox 8 stating the Tanger Center had no negative impacts. The main concern was the changing regional theater industry.
I think an entirely different model is going to have to develop in order for organizations to do it successfully, and I don't think anyone knows exactly what that's going to look like.
If the space is not used to entertain in the future, business owners along Elm Street are optimistic new life is on the way.
There's that anticipation of who's going to come next. I'm really excited to see what happens in that space. It's an amazing place.
And the Triad Stage board of directors is having those conversations right now about what the future holds for this building. The co-chair tells me that in the coming months, we should hear an update on what could be the future of this building. Live in Greensboro, Sarah Winkleman, Fox 8 News.